Hey, hope you're having a grand day, and yeah, you're doing things that you enjoy. You've at least got to do one thing that you enjoy today. I thought today I would show you how I harvest my nettle seeds, going on from the video about my nettle seeds and how I've been growing them and what they're good for and all the other things that I had in there. I thought I'd show you how I harvest them. Because, like some people might try and do it in a really, I don't know, more complicated way than is necessary. So I thought that I would show you my way, which is really quick. But I'm going to do this with no gloves on, only because it's my preferred way of doing it. But please don't use like that as an example as to how to harvest nettle seeds, because you might really hurt yourself. So use gloves. Although I will say that nettles can still go through gloves. Like if you're quite sensitive, you might want to wear some really decent gloves. So what you will need, I mean, I've got one that I've cut off here. I tend to not cut them off usually when I harvest them, but I've done this for the ease of the video. I actually prepared for this. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to hold the camera and show you how I would normally do it. So I've prepared. I've prepared. Yeah, and so this is usually what I dry my things on. They're like cool these like from the market. You get them like what they put mushrooms in. And then I just put newspaper in the bottom. Like, this is really old newspaper that I just dust off. It's fine. It does the same job. I started earlier, and then I thought, oh, actually, I might make a video about this. So yeah, I thought I'd show you how I do it. Normally, as I said, I would leave the stem on, just because I like the stems to still be there, so that bugs and stuff can do their thing on them and still use the stems. So just imagine that this is a nettle stem that's just standing around, right, doing its thing. Why? So normally I would leave the top leaves on, like I would pinch them off for ease, and I'd throw them in and do the thing and let them be in the thing. And then I would start taking off the leaves, just because it's easy. Otherwise you have to like sort the leaves out from the seeds later if you don't. Like I said, I mean, you can use scissors if you want. If you want. Gloves. I mean, if you're undersensitive like me and you're used to handling nettles, then then go for it. I worked up. It took me a while to do this. Just exposing myself to nettles, really. So the leaves, I would throw back into the garden for things to eat and for them to rot down and do their thing. Oh, it smells so amazing. And obviously, if it's still attached, I would kind of start stopping when the seeds get less and less. Like I'd leave this still, and I would just take this. And then I get my little box, and then I would just literally do that into my little box, and then there you go. And that would obviously still be standing. So like your garden's still got nettles. It's still got a stem. Like some leaves might grow, elsewhere, and sometimes it does other big shoots, and you've still got some seeds that are left to do their thing. Yeah, and that's it really. Doesn't really need a long video, if I'm honest. And that's just what I'm going to do along all of these now. Yeah, it's that simple. I will just show you. There you go. That's what I've got from one stem. And yeah, I leave them to dry, I don't know, a week in a high up place where it gets warmer, obviously because heat rises in a room, somewhere where it's not going to be damp. Or in a window in a conservatory would be cool. If you've got a conservatory, I'd leave them to dry for about a week. And then maybe I'll show you. I'll make a video of how I dry, like, you know, sift them, how I sort them from the things, because that's quite a fun job to do. Yeah, there you go. How to harvest nettle seeds.